Hey guys, let's get more news about Warriors, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Warriors bench Jonathan Kuminga to keep his cost low, three-time NBA champion says. After coming off the bench for most of November, forward Jonathan Kuminga has started 4 of the last 5 games for the Golden State Warriors. And on Friday, the 22-year-old got the nod over Draymond Green to open a back-to-back series with the Minnesota Timberwolves. While Kuminga has received praise for his performance in a larger role for the Warriors, some have wondered why the former number 7 overall pick didn't get back into the starting 5 sooner. That includes 3-time NBA champion Danny Green, who believes Golden State may have had ulterior motives in keeping Kuminga in the second unit. During a Monday appearance on FanDuel TV's Run It Back, Green opined that the Warriors may have been working to keep Kuminga's price tag lower. "I'm surprised that, he didn't start out this way to begin with. I don't know why he was coming off the bench. Like, he was their franchise guy. In my mind, I thought they were trying to keep him at a cheaper cost, if that makes sense," Green said. Obviously, he was looking for an extension, a bigger one than he expected they were going to offer, looking for the max extension. And when you see a guy like that go to the bench and not play as many minutes, you're like, alright, they're trying to not let him be seen as much. Kuminga and the Warriors failed to come to terms on a rookie contract extension prior to the October 21 deadline. As a result, Kuminga is slated to be a restricted free agent this summer. According to a report from The Athletic's Anthony Slater, the Warriors had hoped to re-up with Kuminga on a deal paying roughly $30 million per year, while Kuminga sought something closer to $35 million per annum. This much is certain: Kuminga continues to show flashes of stardom. In 21 games this season, he's averaging 15.0 points, 4.3 rebounds, and 1.0 steals in just 24.5 minutes per contest. Buddy Hield claims Warriors helped him find his love for basketball again. There is no denying that Buddy Hield has been a massive success for the Golden State Warriors. And as much as he has helped the Warriors on the court, the Warriors have helped him too. After the Warriors' 114-106 win over the Minnesota Timberwolves, Hield talked about how being on the Warriors has helped him rediscover his love for basketball after losing it a few years ago. "Last year, I didn't have that love for basketball. Just making a decision, we wanted to find a team that I can feel appreciated and loved. Coming here, Steph and Steve reaching out to me in free agency, just communicating. Being here. Everybody putting their arms around me and trying to help me get back to my old self. They are so unselfish. They make the right play, they play the way I want to play. On and off the court, they are a great group of guys to be around. I haven't won yet in this league, so being around these guys, you want to learn how to win, how to do things. Just being here, I'm being a sponge and keeping my eyes open. I'm just learning their championship ways and championship habits every day. It's not going to be pretty, but the main objective is to win games and have fun doing it." Buddy Hield had a solid game last night against the Timberwolves. He put up 27 points, 10 to 18 FG, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, and 3 assists. He went a dazzling 7 to 13 from the three-point line, staying true to the Warriors' three-point shooting ways. After the game, Stephen Curry gave Buddy Hield his flowers, saying that he is the hardest-working player he has ever shared a locker room with. Given the elite talent that Stephen Curry has gotten to play with, that is incredibly high praise for the Bahamian baller. This season, Hield has been balling. He has been averaging 14.5 points, 3.5 rebounds, 1.5 assists, 0.8 steals, and 0.2 blocks per game while shooting 45.3% from the field, 43.1% from the three-point line, and 92.3% from the free throw line. Even before his departure this past year, the Warriors needed to replace Klay Thompson. After his major injury, Thompson was a shell of himself and was no longer playing at the level they needed him to. Inconsistent shooting nights, combined with a weak defense, made Thompson a liability. Bringing in a player like Hield has been long overdue, but he has been a great replacement for Thompson. Not only is he the second great shooter that the Warriors so desperately needed, but he also plays defense at a high level, as his 3 steals from last night's show. The Warriors will need Hield to continue this strong run of form in the months to come. Any championship aspirations that the Warriors have rely not just on Stephen Curry, but the rest of their rotation players, including Buddy Hield. Warriors' Moses Moody gets concerning injury update after leaving Timberwolves game. A 114-106 victory over the Minnesota Timberwolves on Sunday night has put the Golden State Warriors back on track heading into their important NBA quarterfinals battle on the road against the Houston Rockets. Unfortunately, this win came at the cost of Moses Moody, who left the game early and was unavailable in the second half due to a knee issue he had been dealing with heading into the night. Moody has recently been dealing with left knee soreness, and this injury flared up early on against the Timberwolves. Ultimately, he only played 5 minutes before the team shut him down to receive extra treatment and rest. After the game, head coach Steve Kerr did not provide much clarity on his wing, simply stating that he didn't know about Moody's status for Tuesday's NBA Cup game, according to Ohm Youngmisuk of ESPN. In 23 games this season, 4 of which he has started in, Moody has averaged 7.4 points and 1.9 rebounds while shooting 36.6% from three-point range. The fourth-year wing has always been a reliable talent on the Warriors bench, and Kerr has always spoken highly of Moody due to his two-way abilities. As a result of his potential and contributions, the Warriors gave the 22-year-old a 3-year, $39 million contract extension this past offseason to avoid him becoming a restricted free agent next summer. At this time, there is not much clarity on whether Moody will miss more time with this mysterious left knee injury. Although the team doesn't seem too concerned about his ailment, Kerr couldn't provide any clear update on his young wing's status after Sunday's win over the Wolves. Regardless of whether he is available for Tuesday's NBA Cup quarterfinal game, the Warriors will head to Houston with the mindset of utilizing any players they need to. Golden State fully expects to be in Las Vegas for a chance to win the NBA Cup this season, and they have made the most of their opportunities by winning both games played against the Rockets this season, including 15 straight. If Moody will be out, the Warriors will likely turn to a deeper rotation with Brandon Podziemski, Lindy Waters III, and Kyle Anderson to see increased minutes off the bench. Just this past game against Minnesota, Kerr decided to go with a new smaller starting lineup that resulted in a faster-paced offense. Stephen Curry and Draymond Green were joined by Buddy Hield, Gary Payton II, and Jonathan Kuminga, a lineup that could be utilized by the Warriors moving forward. The Warriors will provide further updates on Moody's status on Monday once he gets with the team's medical personnel and receives treatment. And you, fan? What do you think of the situation of Moses Moody? Leave your opinion in the comments.